This afternoon is sunny, so I position my plants by the window to soak up some sun. For me, plants do more than just look pretty. They clean the air and add moisture. The presence of greenery boosts my mood and helps me stay calm and focused. They make my space more inviting with their colors and shapes. Each plant adds unique beauty and texture to my living space. Taking care of them makes me feel connected to nature, which is really calm in my mind. Spring is a season of growth for plants, and there's no better time for a tour of my houseplant collection.
Hi guys, today I'm going to share with you some of my indoor plants. The first one that I have here is the Philodendron Brazil. As you can see, they have a very specific, beautiful lines in the leaves. This plant is perfect for beginners. It can be a companion for your home or your office. It thrives very well in the medium to bright sunlight, and it can also tolerate the low light as well in the winter month.
I placed philodendron on my table, adding a touch of green to my working space.
When you water the plants, be mindful that the top of the soil should be dried, and it's recommended also to feed the plant with fertilizer monthly during the spring and the summer month. Okay, so now we have another plant called pinstripe calatheas. I really like this plant because, as you can see, they have a very beautiful and cute pink stripe in their leaves. This plant loves the low and indirect sunlight. As far as I know, this is a tropical plant, so she needs a lot of humid. So you can maintain a high humidity for this plant by misting it or using a humidifier. Regarding the soil, it's important to make sure the soil is moist but not too waterlogged. Calatheas is sensitive to the fluoride in the tap water. Actually, the fluoride in the tap water can cause the leaves to turn brown. One solution for this is to boil water in 5 minutes. Let it sit overnight before watering your plants. At the moment, the leaves of this plant is curling and is crispy. So it's a sign of underwatering, which I have been underwatered for the last few weeks. So I will give this plant a good drink in the next few days and hope that it will bounce back. Next, we have the white vine. It looks like a bush. So this plant originates from New Zealand. It prefers the bright indirect sunlight, and it likes the soil to be moist but well drained to avoid the root rot. Alright, so this is prayer plant, my favorite plant in my house. I love this plant because I find this movement during the night is very interesting. At night, it will fold up the leaves as if it's rained for something. And this plant originates from the Brazilian tropical forest. It loves a lot of humid. It thrives in the indirect sunlight. And regular misting can keep the plants happy and prevent the leaf edges from browning.
When the prayer plant is thirsty, its leaves will roll up. That's the way this plant communicates to us. Quite straightforward, right?
Next one is the zizi plant. This one originates from East Africa. It is known for its ability to withstand the drought and low light conditions. So that attribute makes this plant perfect for beginners who tend to forget to water the plants and don't have too much time to take care of the plants. And you should only water this plant 2 or 3 times per month, because you can see the leaves and the stem of this plant is storing water. So it's not thirsty for water at all. It's saving water for the use already. This is a banana plant. Of course, it doesn't have fruits because it's just an indoor plant. This plant is a sun lover. It prefers a bright and direct sunlight. It's also always thirsty. It's recommended to water this plant 2 or 3 times per week during the growing season. During the winter times, you can reduce the amount of water, but make sure that its soil is well draining because it doesn't want to sit in the water for too long. Next to me now is the corn plant. This plant has been staying in my house for the last 2 years. It prefers indirect sunlight but can tolerate the low light as well. Even in the winter months, I can see new leaves coming every week, which makes me believe this plant is strong, resilient, and perfect for plant beginners.
Last but not least, here comes my Monstera Deliciosa. This girl has grown a lot over the past 2 years and was reported one last spring. So now, she seems thriving in this larger space. Monstera is great at water storage due to its large juicy roots and thick stems. It doesn't need to be watered often. The spring friends had made me more mindful of how we all adapt and thrive across the seasons, from the dark and cold winter to the sunny days of summer. Without them, I could hardly notice the beauty of these natural adaptations. During the spring and summer months, from March to August, these plants grow quickly. That's why I give them a dose of fertilizer every week and frequently wipe out the leaves to help them breathe and photosynthesize more efficiently. If you're thinking about starting your own plant collection, I would say go for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or share your own plant stories. I would love to hear from you.